How are you all doing, sisters? Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. I welcome you all to this session of understanding the rules of Noon, Sakinah, and Tanween. Yes, let me first share my screen. Yes. Till then, I'm Irfana Kauser. I'll be your guest speaker for today. About myself, I'm MSc in Mathematics, and I'm a full-time staff at Al Huda Institute, Hyderabad. And I'm a student of dearest Ustaza Zahra, and I'm grateful to her for this opportunity given to me. Subhanallah. Jazakallah khairan kathira, Ustaza. Yes. I'm excited to share this topic of Tajweed with you, and I look forward to our discussion and active participation. And this is a chapter in the science of Tajweed, and this session is going to be a roadmap to learning Noon Sakina rules if you're a beginner, or a revision if you already know them, right? Yes. Let me clarify one point. Most of us here, we have already learned the Noon Sakina rules many times, right? Yes, we already know them. Then what is the need for another session on this topic? What new will be taught here? What do you think? Anything new to be taught? No, nothing new will be taught. Yes, it's the same old rule, but maybe the approach is different by different persons. Yes, and in spite of all that, your presence here is a proof of your love for the subject. Yes, you are here because you love the subject, and so do I. Alhamdulillah. Yes. So I welcome you all to this session. Ahlan wa sahlan marhaban bikum. So let's get started. First and foremost step, purify your intentions and directing it only to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, seeking Allah's help in achieving our goals. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي اللهم لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم اللهم ارزقنا إخلاص إخلاص في الأقوال والأعمال إلهي آمين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Once again to all the new joinees. Alhamdulillah. Yes, this is Irfana Kauser with you. And today we will be learning about the Noon Sakina. First of all, let us see. Noon Sakin refers to the Arabic letter Noon when it carries a sukoon. Right? Yes. Noon Sakin occurs in nouns, verbs, and in prepositions. This is the introduction of Noon Sakin. I need to introduce Noon Sakina as well, right? Only my introduction will not do. So Noon Sakin occurs in nouns, verbs, and in prepositions. And Tanween is the sound of Noon, which is only pronounced and not written. And it is denoted by these symbols, Fathatain, Kasratain, and Dhammatain. That is Tanween for you, right? So a little light on this. There are specific rules governing its pronunciation depending on the letter that follows it. These rules ensure proper tajweed, maintaining Quranic recitation's accuracy, rhythm, and fluency. Mastering these rules of reading the Quran helps prevent mispronunciation, ensuring a smooth transition between words. By the way, why do we have Noon Sakina and Tanween under one rule? Yes, may I get answers from you? Why do we have Noon Sakina and Tanween under one rule? You all know it. The answer is here again also. Yes. What is it? Yes, you may share your answer with me. Both have gunna. Yes. Both share the same sound. No, that is not the answer. Yes, exactly. Tanween is actually a Noon Sakina that is not written but pronounced as Noon Sakina. Yes. Yes, okay. So that is why we have all the rules of these rules, Noon Sakina and Tanween, we have under the same rule, okay? In this session of ours, there are certain points I will be emphasizing on, I will be bringing to light. We will emphasize on certain aspects of Noon. First of all, yes, it is the hidden Noon sound. Excellent. Yes, excellent answers. We will emphasize on certain aspects of Noon, that is the makhraj of Noon and the sifat of Noon, right? we will always consider the makhraj and the sifat of noon at every step, right? Yes. Once again, I need your answers. What is the makhraj of noon in one word? What is the makhraj of noon? Yes, fast. What is the taraful lisan? Excellent. The makhraj of noon is taraful lisan. Let me write it down here for you. Yes, the makhraj of noon is taraful lisan. We will be writing, we will be discussing taraful lisan. Okay. And what about the sifat? You need to fill in these as well. Ghunna, excellent, Sister Bushra. Excellent. We have the sifat of noon as ghunna, and one more excellent, Sister Amreen, tawassut. Okay. There are many other sifat of noon, but right now in these rules, we need the sifat of ghunna and tawassut. Okay. So this should be your homework that this should be your groundwork that you will be considering the makhraj and the sifat of noon at every step from here onwards. Okay. And in the coming clips, in the coming as we advance in this uh, session, we will also witness a small animation clip wherein the letters will come to life and help us in understanding the types of idgham. Okay? Yes. The rules of Noon, Sakinah, and Tanween are four. They are al-idhar, al-idgham, al-iqlab, and al-ikhfa. Right? Yes. And we will also be going through these rules, considering its meaning, its definition, its letters, signs in the Musaf, and the examples. Through these things, we will try to remember the rules of Noon, Sakina, and Tanween. We will not blindly memorize the rules. We will understand it logically and then apply it. Okay, inshallah. All ready? Yes. The first and the easiest rule is the izhar. To make clear, izhar means to make clear or obvious. And its definition is if one of these six letters, let us see what are the letters. One of the six letters follows a noon sakina or tanween in one word or two words. The noon is pronounced clearly without extra gunna, right? Yes, these are the letters of izhar, throat letters, huruf halqi. Subhanallah, you all know very well, right? So what we have said just now is if the noon sakina, if we have a noon sakina and it is followed by one of these letters, which are also called huruf halqi, we need to express them, right? We need to express what? Express clearly. What do we need to express? The noon sound. No, not the letters. We need to express the noon sound. This is what we will emphasize on. Okay. Here, see this. This slide shows you clear, makes it very clear. We have izhar. If we have izhar, the noon sakina, and just now we spoke about its makhraj and its sifat. At every point, at every step, we will be looking into this. The makhraj of noon sakina, it has to be made clear, and the sifat also has to be clear. It means both the makhraj and the sifat has to be clear. It has to be pronounced clearly when the noon sakina is followed by huruf halqi, hamza ha, ain ha, and ghain kha. Right? Yes. What do we mean by making the makhraj clear? Come on, I need answers from you. What do we mean by making the makhraj clear? We all know this till here, we all know it. But when you're saying that to excellent, when we say that we need to make the makhraj clear, we mean to say that we need to reach the point of articulation of noon, point of exit or point of articulation of noon. Okay, we need to reach there. This means that the makhraj is made clear, pronounced clear. And what about the sifat? It has to be clear. What do we mean by the sifat which has to be clear? Clear sound, yes. Sifat, what was the sifat we just revised? It was ghunna, and tawassut. Right? Yes. So when we are speaking about a noon sakina, we need to first of all reach its point of articulation. And how much time do we spend on it? We need to spend a time of tawassut, only a moderate time, right? Yes. So we need to pronounce its gunna with a moderate time. We don't spend a lot of time here, okay, with its gunna. So this means that the makhraj is clear and the sifat is clear of Noon Sakina. This is Izhar. And one more point, always remember that whenever there is a Noon, we are talking about the following the Musaf Usmani, right? The Medina Musaf. So therein you get a lot of symbols. You get you get the symbols of all the rules very clearly expressed in that Musaf. Okay, so we are speaking about that Musaf. So in Musaf Usmani, we find that there is a sukoon sign on the noon. Yes. Okay. Yes. So this shows that whenever there is a sukoon sign on the noon, then that noon has to be pronounced clearly. That means izhar has to be done. Right? Yes. So let us move forward. Yes. What are the signs in the Musaf for izhar? Right? So we have the noon sakina, right? And the tanween. Just now we said that we reach the, whenever we need to do the izhar, what do? We reach its point of articulation, and how long? Till the time of tawassut, the gunna has to be pronounced, right? What do we say? We say without extra gunna, right? That is what we have said. Without extra gunna. We don't say without gunna. Sometimes you hear that students saying that whenever there is izhar, the noon is pronounced without gunna. It's not at all possible. Okay, so that noon has to be without extra gunna. How much gunna? Only giving moderate time. Excellent, excellent answers, mashallah. I'm so glad you're all with me. Alhamdulillah. So what are the, yes, wakula minha. Yes, look at this example. Minha, we have a noon sakina with a sukoon sign on it. Yes. And what is the next letter after it? It is the letter ha, which is a huruf halqi, right? So it means whenever we have to do izhar, the noon sakina has a sign of sukoon over it, right? That makes it very clearly only if you remember this point, that whenever you find a sukoon sign on the noon sakina, you need to do izhar, right? You need to do izhar, right? Yes. And what about the tanween signs? Yes, we have a slide for that as well. Let us go to that slide first. Yes. Whenever there is izhar, the noon sakina, the makhraj and sifat are clear. Okay, yes. This is the slide we were speaking about. The sign of sukoon on the first noon and the tanween are paralleled. Okay, this is the hint of izhar. If you remember these 2 points, yes, the lines are equal and parallel to each other. Yes, so if you remember these 2 points, then your izhar is always clearly pronounced. You will never forget to pronounce the izhar. Look at the examples. What we were talking about. Yes, look at this example. وَيَنْأَوْنَ وَيَنْأَوْنَ. We don't say وَيَنْأَوْنَ, right? What are we supposed to do? There is a sukoon sign on noon and we need to give it sifat. What is its sifat here? Tawassut, right? We need to give it a time of tawassut. Yes, and making the next letter clearly. Yes, clearly we pronounce it. What about this? What about the tanween? How do you find it? The tanween are parallel. Yes, the tanween are parallel to each other. So those parallel tanween, they prompt us, they give a clue to us that the tanween has to be pronounced and very clearly. That is, how do we make it clear? We reach its makhraj, right? So these are the 2 points we need to remember about izhar, that the noon sakin there is a sign of sukoon on the first noon and the tanween are paralleled, right? Fathatain, kasratain are paralleled and dhammatain is inverted, right? So this is a hint to remember izhar. Inshallah, at the end of the session, we will have a we will have an activity wherein we will identify these rules with from the Musaf, inshallah. Okay, so you need to wait for that. Next is the rule of idgham. This is our, you can say, the star of the session because we will be speaking a lot about it. We even have an animation clip to explain the rule of idgham. So you need to wait till the end for that. Yes. So idgham is, the meaning is to merge, right? So if one of the 6 letters follows a word that ends with a nun sakina or tanween, then the nun merges into the next letter. This is the definition of idgham. And remember one thing, that nun sakina, idgham takes place only in 2 words, right? Idgham takes place only in 2 words. Yes. What are the letters of idgham? Yarmaloon is the majmu'a. It's a group for it. Ya, ra, mim, lam, waw, noon. Right? Yes. So this is the group for idgham. These are the letters for idgham. It means what? It means that whenever there is a nun sakina, or tanween, and after that we find any of these letters, then what do? We do idgham, right? Yes, we have to merge. We need to do idgham. Let us see. Yes. Let us see what is our rule, what is our clue for this. Idgham, whenever there is a idgham for nun sakina or tanween, the makhraj merges and the sifat merges conditionally. Okay, the sifat merging is conditional, right? Yes, it means we need to wait to see how the sifat acts here. What is the sifat of noon and how it acts with different letters. These are the signs in the Musaf for idgham. Whenever you find idgham, like min khayrim min rabbikum, look at these examples. Khayrim min rabbikum. Here is the tanween. After tanween, there is a meme. And just now, meme is from yarmaloon. Just now we saw, right? So what do? We do idgham. Okay, we will come to the examples later on. We will first speak about the idgham types. Okay, yes. Subhanallah. We have 3 types of idgham, and this has always been, it has been very tough for us to remember these things. Most of the time, we tend to get confused with these. What is complete idgham with ghunna? What is complete idgham without ghunna? Why is it complete? Why is it with ghunna? Why it is, and all these questions. Why it is incomplete, right? So for that, we have an animation clip, inshallah, we will be seeing. First of all, the types of idgham. The first one, complete idgham with ghunna. When does it take place? It takes place when the noon sakina is followed by noon or meme. These are the 2 letters. When the noon sakina is followed by any of these letters, noon or meme, then we do complete idgham with ghunna. Time being, just let it be there. We will clarify each point, okay? Yes. And then complete idgham without ghunna, whenever we have lam or ra after a noon sakina, and of course it is in 2 words, remember that. Whenever we have a lam or ra after a noon sakina, we do complete idgham without ghunna, and incomplete idgham with ghunna is whenever we have waw and ya after noon sakina. Okay, yes, coming to the first one. And as I told you, the idgham rule is the star of the session. We will be focusing more on this, okay? Complete idgham with ghunna, when noon sakin is followed by the letters noon and meme, then noon sakin merges completely in the following letter with ghunna, right? Yes, like here for this example, looking at this example, waman ma'iya. The example is waman, the word is waman ma'iya. But since there is a meme after it, right? First of all, look at it. What is noon sakina? What after the noon sakina? It's a meme. It means we have the rule of idgham, since meme is from the yarmaloon, right? Yes. And what else do we see in this line? In the example here, what do we see? We see that there is no sign on noon sakina. There is no sign of sukoon on noon sakina. What does that mean? What did we say for the first rule? We always said that whenever there is a sukoon sign on noon, it means it has izhar has to be done, right? So if there is a no sign, no sukoon sign on noon, it means no izhar. One thing is for sure, okay? We will not do izhar. Since there is a letter of from Yarmaloon, what do? We do idgham, right? We do idgham, right? Yes. And how is the idgham? What is the sign on meme, Sakina? Sorry, meme. What is the sign on meme? It is mushaddad. Yes, it is mushaddad. And why are you saying that it is complete? What proof do you have that it is complete? How do you say that it is complete? Right? It is complete if it's makhraj. Just now we saw, yes. Just now we saw that we will always be considering the makhraj and the sifat of each letter, oh, sorry, of the noon sakina. Okay. What is the makhraj of noon sakina? When do we reach? Only in idhar. So the makhraj is merged. The makhraj is merged. What about the sifat? The sifat is gunna. When we are not touching the makhraj, it means we will not give it a time of tawassut. We don't have to worry about the giving the time of tawassut. Okay? Yes. So what about the gunna? Its gunna is there. There is a gunna in mean, but since we have said that it merges completely. Just now we said it merges completely. It means, look at this slide. Complete merging means the makhraj merges as well as the sifat merges. What is its sifat? Its sifat is gunna, right? So its sifat is gunna and it is merging. That means there is no gunna remaining of this noon sakina, right? The sifat is merging, the gunna, that is the sifat and the makhraj is merging. So there is no gunna remaining of this noon sakina. It has merged completely, okay? So because of this complete merging, uh, yes, because of the complete merging, we have a sign of shadda on meme, right? So these are the small signs which prompt us, which give us a clue that this is a complete merging, right? Yes. Now look here, look at this slide. Complete merging means there is a noon and its makhraj merges and the sifat merges completely. That is the no sign of the gunna remains, right? And one more very important thing, there is a no sukoon sign on noon as well, right? So noon has no sign and the sifat and makhraj merges completely. This is complete idgham with gunna. And why? Where is the gunna? Where did we get the gunna from? Yes, come back to this example. Where did we get the gunna from? We got it from the meme. Excellent. Yes, we got the gunna from the meme, right? So how do we pronounce it now? Suppose I have removed this noon. Okay, I have hidden it. Why? Why? Because it has merged completely. So even if I don't have this noon in picture, how do I pronounce? Wamamma'iya. The pronunciation is same. There is no difference to the pronunciation. It means there is no effect of this noon sakina in this pronunciation in this word, right? Yes. So no, noon is not silent. We will not say that it is silent. We will say that it has merged completely, so completely that its effect is not at all visible to us. Right? We have, I'm so eager to show you that clip. We have it very clearly in that clip. Right. First consider here some examples. Yes. Lan nadkhulaha. Lan nadkhulaha. What do we do? Lan. We don't have a sukoon sign here. Sukoon sign is missing. And there is a shadda on the noons, the next noon. Noon is from the group Yarmaloon, right? So what do we do? After the noon, there is a noon. It means it is idgham, right? Let us write it down. After the noon, there is a noon. We say it is an idgham, right? Yes. And there is a no sign of sukoon on noon, it means it is not idhar, right? So it is idgham. After noon, it is there is a noon present, there is idgham. And what about the sign on noon? Yes, there is a shadda on the noon. It means it is kamil, complete. And since it is complete and the noon, the letter noon has a gunna of its own, we say ma'al gunna, idgham kamil ma'al gunna. That is why we get the gunna because of the second noon, whereas the no, whereas the first noon has no role at all. Okay, so this is idgham kamil ma'al gunna. Inshallah, we'll look into the examples as well. Yes, and look at the signs in the Musaf. Subhanallah, as I told you, the Musaf Usmani helps us a lot in this. Right. Yes. Look at this first example. Wallahu mukhrijum ma kuntum. What do we have? We have the Tanween sign. The Tanween sign is unidirectional in the same direction, right? It is in the same direction. It is idgham. There is a shadda present on meme. It is complete, right? And complete. And there is the meme has a gunna. Therefore, it is an idgham, complete idgham with gunna. Complete idgham with gunna. These are the signs we need to consider. Okay? Yes. Moving forward. Yes. Khayrim min here as well. Khayrim min. Don't look at the other words. Look at this word. Khayrim min. Tanween after tanween, there is a meme. One more point. Yes, Fasiha, very good. The tanween is unparalleled. So many signs, they shout out loudly at you, the subhanallah in the Musaf Usmani, that we need to follow these rules. The tanween are unparalleled. It means it is not idhar, first of all, right? So it could be idgham or any other rule. But since we have a meme after it, then it is definitely idgham, since meme is from the yarmaloon. And what do we have? We have a shadda on meme. It means it is complete, right? The sign of complete idgham is shadda. Remember this, okay? Yes, so it is idgham kamil ma'al gunna. Complete idgham with gunna. Yes, these are the hints. No sign of sukoon on the first noon. Tanween are unparalleled and presence of shadda on the following noon and meme. Yes, presence of shadda is complete. These, if you remember these things, there is a no sign of sukoon on noon. And the tanween are unparalleled, the dhammatain are unidirectional, and there is a presence of meme, presence of shadda on meme and noon. This shows that it is complete idgham with gunna. These are the points you need to remember. Okay, you need to define it. I always tell my students that you need to define according to the whatever definition you have. You just find out. You just ask yourself, why is it complete? Why are we saying idgham? What proof do you have? Why are we saying it with gunna? Right? We have the shadda. That is why it is complete. We have the meme and noon. We say it is idgham, right? And the meme and noon has gunna. Therefore, this is complete idgham with gunna. And what is the role of the first noon sakina? Its makhraj and the sifat are merging completely, right? Yes. Yes, look at this. This is only a hint. You can say a slight glimpse of the slide we will be seeing, inshallah, very shortly. Here we have a noon. Okay, you can very clearly understand from this. We have a noon. There is a gunna with the noon, right? The golden glow shows that there is a gunna in noon, right? Yes. So the golden glow in noon shows that there is a gunna present in noon. Okay, we will keep it as our measuring scale, that if there is the glow, then it has gunna. What about the house? This is the house of noon and meme. How is the house? How do you find it? How do you find it? How is it appearing to you? It looks all decked up, right? Colorful, all glowing, glittering, right? Why is it glowing and glittering? It is glittering because of the gunna. Excellent, right? Yes. So it means that there is a noon entering, trying to visit the house of noon and meme. The noon already has a gunna. But the noon and meme, they too already have their own gunna, right? Now, what happens is, now you see here, the result is a complete idgham. Complete idgham means the noon, this noon sakina, the first noon merges into the house of, or enters into the house of noon and meme completely. That is, no gunna nor its makhraj remains. But there is a gunna and a gunna in the pronunciation. That is because of the noon and meme, right? Because they already have it, right? Subhanallah. So inshallah, we will be watching it in an animation. Coming back to the second type of idgham, complete idgham without gunna. Complete idgham without gunna. When a noon sakin or tanween is followed by the letters lam and ra, then the noon sakin or tanween merges completely into the following letter without gunna. Now again, there's a confusion. Just now we had a look at complete idgham with ghunna, right? Now it says complete idgham without ghunna. How is it possible, right? Let us see. We need a proof for everything, right? Yes. What proof do we have? First of all, there is a noon. What is the sign on noon? There is no sukoon sign on noon. It means it is not idhar. First we will rule out the, yes. First we will rule out the possibility of izhar, right? There is no izhar. Now, after the noon sakin, there is a letter ra. Ra is from the yarmaloon. Yes, ra is from the yarmaloon. It means it is idgham, right? And what is the sign on ra? Can you just tell me? What is the sign on ra? Shadda. What does shadda mean? Shadda means, shadda means what? It is what time? Kamil, excellent. Yes. Just now we read, right? Shadda means complete idgham, right? So this is how we got our definition that the merging of the noon sakina in ra is complete. But it says without gunna. Why is it saying so? Why is it saying that it is without gunna? Let us have a look. Yes, this slide might help us. Complete merging, complete merging of noon means the makhraj merges, the sifat merges. What is the makhraj of meme? Sorry, what is the makhraj of noon? Makhraj of noon is taraful lisan. It means we are not touching its makhraj as we had done in idhar. Okay, fine. Okay, makhraj is merged. What about the sifat? What is the sifat of noon? It's gunna. The sifat of noon is gunna. Here it says that complete merging means the sifat, that is the gunna, merges as well, right? Gunna merges as well. Now coming back to the example, sorry. Coming back to the example, when the gunna and the makhraj, the sifat and the makhraj of noon is merging completely, it means there is no role of noon remaining. No role of noon remaining. It means even if we remove that noon, because since it has merged completely, the pronunciation should not affect, right? So how do we pronounce this? Mir rabbika, mir rabbika. There is no role of or no effect of noon. Yes. Why there is no the noon, the sifat of noon, the gunna has merged into ra, right? And do we have gunna in ra? Do we have gunna in ra? No gunna. Yes, no gunna. That is why this type of idgham, complete idgham, is without gunna. That is why we are saying, although it is complete idgham, it is without gunna because the letters lam and ra do not have a gunna. Yes, letter lam and ra do not have gunna. Therefore, the merging is complete idgham without gunna. We say so. Come on, let us have it. Look at some examples. Milladunhu. Yes, yes. Subhanallah. Look at these example. Min ladunhu, min ladunhu. What do we have? We have a noon without sukoon. It is not izhar, right? It is not izhar. It is idgham because there is a letter lam from yarmaloon. And what do we have? We have a shadda alama on lam. What does that show? It shows that it is complete. Yes, the shadda says that it is complete, right? And what about, since it is complete, one thing we need to remember is its makhraj and sifat are merging completely. It means no sifat or makhraj of noon remains. And do we have a gunna in lam? We do not have. That is why it is complete idgham without gunna, right? Yes. Subhanallah, in the following letters, we have a noon sakin, and after that is a ha. What rule does that show us? I think we just went through it a few minutes back. What was the rule? When there is a sakin, yes. When there is a sukun sign on noon, it is izhar. Yes. When there is a sign of sukun, it is izhar. After that, even if you just look at the letters, that is ha from huruf halqi, that proves it, right? Yes. So each letter is defined by its makhraj and sifat, and complete merging means the makhraj and sifat merges completely. Yes. So just now we saw the letters lam and ra do not have gunna. Therefore, this is complete merging without gunna. Idgham kamil bagair gunna. Inshallah, when we look into the examples, you will have a better idea. How it appears in the Musaf? No sign of sukoon on the first noon. The tanween are unparalleled and the presence of shaddah. Right? This is the same as complete idgham with gunna. Right? These are the same signs. We need to remember these 3 points to remember this rule, right? Inshallah. Yes. Now, again, we have a glimpse of our clip. Yes. What is the glimpse? Yes. It is leaking out. I mean, it is all coming out. I need to hurry up, I guess. Yes, it is all dark. What about the noon? This is the noon. How is the noon visible to you? How is the noon? All glowing like the full moon? What about the noon? Noon is glowing. Why is it glowing? Why is the noon glowing? So tell me fast. Time is, yes. The noon is glowing because of the gunna, right? Noon is glowing because of the gunna. And noon is about to enter the house of Ra and Lam. The noon is about to enter the house of Lam and Ra. How is it? How is their house? Is it glowing? Do we see any lights? No, they are very serious people. They like to keep their privacy, right? Keep to their privacy. Their doors are closed, their windows are closed. Nothing is visible outside. We're not able to get a glimpse of anything. No idea at all, right? Because Lam and Ra do not have gunna, right? What happens? Noon wants to visit them and it visits them, right? What happened? Is there any effect on the house? Is there any effect on the house? Yes, simple people, right? No effect on the house. Why is there no effect of noon on their house? Why is there no effect on? No, I want that one word. Why is there no effect of noon? Yes, it will because no, I'm still not getting that answer. That I want that word. Yes, because of the complete idgham. Subhanallah. Because of complete idgham of noon, right? Noon is merging completely. Neither the doors nor the windows are visible. We are not able to see the noon at all. So this is a complete idgham. And what about the lam and ra? Do they have a gunna? They do not have gunna. That is why we say complete idgham without gunna. It means complete means all the effects, the makhraj as well as the sifat of noon is merging. Makhraj and sifat is merging completely. Complete means it is losing its identity and merging completely. No effect of noon is visible, right? This is complete idgham without gunna. Yes, noon, lam and ra do not have gunna. That is why it is without gunna. Okay? Yes. We have some examples. Inshallah, we will do it. And there are some exceptional conditions where, in spite of the rule holding good, we do not do idgham here. Yes. Let us go back to the third type, incomplete idgham with gunna. Here again, we need to test. When Noon Sakina or Tanween is followed by the letters, then the Noon Sakin or Tanween merges into the following letter with Gunna, but not completely. Okay? And as I told you, never take anything for granted. Never accept anything until you have a proof of it. We are saying incomplete idgham with Gunna. Incomplete idgham with Gunna. First of all, let us consider. We have the word wara'dun. Wara'dun, we have Tanween over it. Yes, the Tanween, how is the shape of the Tanween? It is in one direction, right? If it is in one direction, it means it is not idhar, it is idgham. And why are we saying it idgham? Because after the tanween, there is a letter waw. It is from the yarmaloon. Yes, it is from yarmaloon. Therefore, we say it is idgham, right? Yes. And what about the idgham? How is it? Do we have a shadda sign here? No shadda. Right, very good. No shadda means incomplete. Right? Incomplete idgham, right? Incomplete idgham with gunna. Let us check it. Okay, we will not accept it as it is. Let us check. We have the word wara'dun wa barq, right? So suppose like we have tested for our previous example, suppose I just remove one tanween, right? Why are we removing the tanween? Because the tanween has a noon hidden in it. So we are basically removing this noon. So what remains? Ra'du. Okay? Yes. After removing the tanween, I mean, we are testing by removing this noon sakina. Okay? So after removing it, is there any effect of it on the pronunciation? Is it the same? The pronunciation remains the same, or has it changed? Wara'dun wa barqu. Has it changed? It has changed, right? When I remove the tanween, it will be read as wara'du wa barqu. The word changes, the meaning changes, right? It means I cannot remove the dhamma. I cannot remove the tanween. I cannot remove the sakina, right? Let us look at the example. I mean, this point here. Incomplete merging of noon means the makhraj merges, but the sifat does not merge. And what is that sifat we have? What is the sifat we have of noon which does not merge? It is the gunna. Okay? Yes. It means till now we had been having examples with wherein the makhraj and the sifat both were merging, right? Now we have only the makhraj is merging, the sifat is not merging. It means it is incomplete. That is why we are saying that it is incomplete, right? Incomplete merging. Whenever there is a letter waw or ya after a noon sakina, when the noon sakina is followed by the letter waw or ya, there is incomplete merging because the sifat does not merge. So since it is incomplete, the gunna is because of the noon, since it is incomplete. So in this case, we observe that waw and ya do not have a gunna. The gunna in the pronunciation is due to the gunna in noon. Therefore, it's called incomplete merging with gunna, incomplete idgham with gunna, right? Yes, فَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ. Yes, have a look here. We have a noon sakina, we have a letter ya. Noon sakina does not have a sign of sukoon. It means it is not idhar. We have a letter ya, it means it is idgham. Okay, yes, we have idgham. Does the ya have a shadda sign? It does not. It does not have a shadda sign. It means it is incomplete. And since it is incomplete, the gunna, the sifat of noon is remaining. And what is the sifat of gunna? It is, what is the sifat of noon? It is gunna. So therefore, this is incomplete idgham with gunna. The sifat is due to the noon, that is not merging completely. And look at the examples here. Subhanallah, Mustafa Usmani, you find that the Tanween signs are unparalleled. And there is a ya, it does not have a shadda sign, right? Subhanallah. This indicates that the no shadda sign, it means it is incomplete. Whenever you find the shadda sign, it is complete. Okay? So no sign of sukoon on the first noon. Tanween are unparalleled and no shadda on the noon or meme. It means it is incomplete idgham with gunna. Yes, there are some exceptions of idgham. There are 4 places in the Quran where the idgham with gunna takes place. I mean, the noon sakina is followed by the letter of idgham, but since it is in one word, we do not do idgham. Okay, these are the examples in different surahs. Yes. Now look at this house of noon. Noon visiting the house of ya and waw. Yes, in one kalima is the exceptional case. Now here we can understand very clearly. Noon is that same old glowing noon. Why is it glowing? It is glowing because of the gunna. Yes, it has a gunna. It is carrying its gunna with it. It carries it always. And we have a house of ya and waw. How is the house of waw and ya? Is it glowing? Is it glowing? Is it all glittery? No, it is dark. Why is it dark? Why is it dark? Why is there no light? There is no gunna. There is no gunna in waw and ya. So what happens one day? This noon, with all its glow, it visits the house of waw and ya. It visits the house of waw and ya. And what have we observed? Look at the house clearly. Look at the house and tell me that one word that you have observed. Come on, I want that answer from you. Have glowing. No, the house of wow and yeah. How is it? How is it appearing to you? Let me see how keen you are. Excellent doors are open. Subhanallah, you're all so smart, mashallah. Very fast. The doors and windows, the door is closed, but the windows are open. They are welcoming. Excellent. Yes, they are welcoming. So what happens? This noon, with all its glow, it enters the house of wow and yeah. And then, alas, what happens? Their house starts glowing. Yes. Why is it glowing? Because of the gunna of noon. So this is incomplete. Why is the merging incomplete? Why are we saying that it is incomplete? Why are we saying that it is incomplete? Because the doors and windows are open, right? That is why. If it would have been a closed door or windows house, then that would have been a complete merging, right? In the previous 2 examples, we had all the doors and windows closed. So that is why it was complete. Since the windows are open and all the glow and glitter of the noon is coming out, therefore we say that it is incomplete gunna, incomplete merging with gunna. And the gunna is because of the noon, right? Yes, subhanallah. So let us move to the next rule. Iqlab, if the letter ba follows the nun sakina or tanween, it is replaced by the ba meme and pronounced with the gunna, right? Yes, this is called iqlab. Iqlab is to change. Change whenever the nun sakina, and there is a no sign of sukoon on this as well, okay? No sign of sukoon. Whenever the nun sakin is followed by ba, it is the nun sakin is replaced with a meme and it is pronounced with a gunna, right? We don't have much here. We just need to look out for the signs. Subhanallah. See here. Min ba'dihi nun sakina. After the nun sakina, there is a letter ba. So what happens? The noon is replaced with a meme and it is pronounced with gunna. It is called iqlab, right? Yes. You find so many signs in the examples. It's a small meme written over it. Yes. Now what happened? What all we considered? We considered the huruf halaqi. We went through the yarmaloon and the letter ba. Now we have 15 letters remaining after the rule of izhar, idgham, and iqlab. Right? Yes. So what do we have? We have ikhfa. If one of the 15 letters follows a noon sakin or tanween, then the noon sakin is hidden. This is called ikhfa haqiqi. Like if after the huruf halaqi, letters of izhar, yarmaloon, the letters of idgham, and ba, the letter of iqlab, the rest of the 15 letters, if noon sakina is followed by the rest of these 15 letters, then what do? We do ikhfa. Ikhfa means hiding of noon sakina. And we need to we need to look out for its sign here as well. We have so many. Since we have 15 letters, most of the examples are of ikhfa. We have the tanween in similar one direction, right? We have the noon sakina without the sukoon, right? This is the hiding noon. We get to see many examples of this. Now is the yes. This is the part I was waiting to show you. Yes. Here is the idgham rules with all their animation, right? Yes. What are we doing here? We will bring these letters to life through animation to understand the tajweed rules more clearly. Let us watch these letters come to life in this animation. Okay, just give me 1 second. Yes, this is complete idgham with ghunna. Just now we saw those slides. Just look at noon merging and the house of noon and meme or glowing. Right? Yes, have a look at it again. There is a noon entering the house of Noon and Meme. And what do we observe in the house? The doors and windows are closed. It means it is a complete idgham. It means it is a complete idgham. Right? Yes, complete idgham and the glow, ghunna, complete merging. Now come to complete idgham without ghunna. Yes, the noon is entering the house of Lam and Ra and the house. How is it? The doors and windows are all tightly closed. No, not a glimpse of noon is visible, right? So it is all dark. So it is complete idgham without ghunna, right? Yes. Have a look at it again, one more time. Yes. Next is incomplete idgham with ghunna. Yes. Initially, there was no glow in the house of Wow and Ya, but they had kept their windows open. So what happened after the noon entered? There was the glow in the house because of the noon. So it means the effective noon is remaining. It is visible. It means the noon is not completely merged. It is incomplete. So this is incomplete idgham and with ghunna. Yes. Right? And the gunna is not because of the waw or ya. Waw and ya do not have gunna, but the gunna is because of the noon. Subhanallah. Right? Yes. Coming back to our slide again, we have only 7 minutes remaining. We will just try to, yes, we will just try to have a look at this. This is an ayah from Surah Muhammad, ayat 15. Right? Surah Muhammad, ayat 15. Now, the activity here is I need you to identify the rules. What all the signs you just saw in the slides? What was the signs? Come on, let us recall very quickly. There is a noon with a sukoon sign when it is izhar. Rest of the noon does not have any sign. Yes, the presence of shadda in complete idgham. And what about the tanween signs? The tanween is parallel and the dhammatain is inverted when it is izhar, and the tanween is unparalleled, and the dhammatain is unidirectional when it is with ghunna, like in idgham, or not only in with ghunna, but in idgham, iqlab, and ikhfa, right? Yes. And yes, we have this. So in the ayah 15, come on, start with from ayah 15. Mathalul Jannati. What do we need to look out for? We need to look out for this noon and tanween. Where do we have the first noon? Fiha anharun. Yes, anharun. How is the noon? How is the noon visible to you? Yes, we need to look at the sign of noon. As soon as you see the sign of sukoon on the noon, you straight away say that it is izhar. That's all. We don't even have to look at the letter after it, right? It is izhar. And then after looking at the letters, we definitely find that it is ha from the huruf halqi. What about the next word? Anharum min. What about the tanween? How is it? How is it tanween? Tanween is unidirectional, means it is not izhar. After the tanween, there is a letter meme. What does that say? Meme is for yarmaloon. It means it is idgham. Okay? It means it is idgham. What is the sign on mim shadda? Very good, Sister Tasneem. Very good. Shadda means complete. Very good. Idgham, complete idgham. And what about the mim? Does it have gunna or no? Mim has gunna. So it is complete idgham with gunna. This is how we find out. Okay. Yes. Next, ma'in. Ma'in. Subhanallah. Look at the tanween in under Hamza. Look at the tanween under Hamza. How is it? Parallel. What does that say? It is izhar. And moving forward, we see that there is a letter ghain. Yes, it is of izhar. Subhanallah. And what about this? Asinin wa. Asinin wa. What about the tanween? How is it? Tanween is unparalleled. It means it is not izhar. We have a waw. It means it is idgham. Does the waw have a shadda? Waw does not have a shadda. No shadda on waw. It means it is incomplete. Incomplete means we will be borrowing the gunna from noon. That is the tanween, right? So it is incomplete idgham with gunna, right? Yes. Then anharum min, repeats again. Min labanin, min labanin. Subhanallah, we have so many examples here. Min labanin. Yes, we need to wind up very fast, girls. 3 minutes remaining. Min labanin. The noon does not have any sukoon. There is a shadda on lam, right? So it is idgham, complete idgham. And lam does not have a gunna. It is idgham, complete idgham without gunna. Complete. Look at the, whenever there is complete, look at the gunna of the following letter. Does it have a gunna or not? Since it is, yes. So this is complete idgham without gunna. So you can find out by yourself. There are so many examples in this page of Surah Muhammad I could find. Subhanallah. Right? Yes. And what about the other rules like ikhfa? Do you find any ikhfa rules here? Yes. Here. Hamiman faqatta'a. Tanween is unparalleled. That it means it is not idhar. This is a letter fa, therefore it is ikhfa. Right? Yes. Yes, subhanallah. So with this, we come to the end of our session. I hope it was clear. Basically, the main point here to explain was about the idgham, the rules of idgham, how they take place, right? So how to clarify the confusion we usually have by remembering, to remember the different types of idgham, right? Yes. So Alhamdulillah. So this was it. Jazakumullahu khairan kathira for attending, for giving your precious time. And as I told you, subhanallah, I know you all know the rules already. Everyone of us know it. Most of us know it. But in spite of that, you have all attended this session. It shows your love for the subject. It shows your love for Quran. Subhanallah. Jazakumullahu khairan kathira. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Jazakallahu khairan kaseera, Sister Irfana, for that enlightening session. Alhamdulillah. I just want to welcome all the sisters from different parts of the world to Azharul Jannah's platform. I'll be sharing the links if you want to be updated with the course and the events, inshallah. So you can just join the links if you're not there already. And every month, the last week of every month, we'll be having the presentations by the sisters who have completed Irtiqaa teachers training with us. So you can just come witness and support and see them shine through this process. Barakallahu feekum jami'an. So you can just join the relevant links, whichever you want to, and you can be part of our Azharul Jannah family. Okay. جزاكم الله خيرا. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام.